Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, 2 days in a row, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. It aggravating me, so I'm gonna show y'all. But let me show you the. Look, they all run to the fence wherever I go. They follow me. If I walk up there, they go up. They want some scratch feed, so I'm gonna get them a little bit of scratch. Move y'all around. It's almost time for me to buy another bag. It's hard to do with one hand. All right. That. We'll try to hold the camera. This thing holds 2 cups. That's about a cup and a half. If y'all can see that. Sorry, my finger was in the way. It's about a cup and a half. Well, this is what they want. Now the Rhode Island Reds and Sioux. I know the camera's moving an awful lot because I'm moving a lot. Yep, I'll have to buy another bag in the next few days. But let me see. About a cup and a half. I'll throw it out. That's what they want. Now I'm almost tempted not to give the Easter eggers and the turkeys in it. They get about a cup. And that's, sometimes I do less than my fingers bending. I'm sorry, y'all. I left my tripod in the house. But they get about a cup. I'm going to throw it out that way because I got to go in there and fix their mess. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but lines on the, trying to get it, there we go. See the lines? It tells you half a cup, 1 cup, 1.5. So I guess that's 1.5 cup. I thought it was a 2 cup scoop. But either way, a little bit cool. We just finished the last freezing night for about a majority of a week anyway. But y'all know I fill up all my cans with feed. This one's still full of layer pellets. Well, pretty close, yeah. This one's about half. I've done emptied. Let's see, that's Start and Grow for baby chicks. I done emptied that one, and I've emptied this one. I set it over to the side. This is the one I put scratch feed in. So I've got 2 empty metal cans that need filling, and the black one could hold a couple of bags. But what's aggravating me is I got home from work yesterday. This is Saturday. And I filled up their feeders Thursday night. I filled up all the feeders Thursday night. Let me open the gate. I push it too so they can't mix. But I filled up their feeders Thursday night. And then when I got home yesterday, this is what the feeder looked like. Look at that, y'all. Look at chicken feed all over the ground. They knocked the bottom off of it somehow. And I'm going to show y'all. It just kind of twists and locks on. But they wasted pretty much a full feeder of food all over the ground. Well, I'm not going to sweep it up and put it back in there. They will eat it off the ground. But a lot of it goes to waste doing that. I'm going to move. She'll probably leave the pen. Going out. She don't want. Let's see if there's an egg in here today. Nope. I got one back there. It's that darker brown one. So it's one of the black Easter eggers. But this is what I walked into yesterday when I got home. And I brought another bucket of feed in here and put the bottom, you know, dump that out to what's left in the bottom, and then dumped it out, and then put it back together and filled it completely full again. And this is what I got Saturday morning. They've done that 2 days in a row, wasted a week and a half's worth of feed all over the ground. So I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna pause it. Y'all don't need to see me just walking with it over there, but I'm gonna pause it and go get my bucket so I can dump my little bit of feed left in the bucket. But look at her. She's back there putting that egg up under her. And I don't know why, that's the corner they lay the dab-burn eggs in. And y'all know I got this down on the hard ground. It took a week for them to scratch it and get it all loose again. But blister's almost gone. Let me zoom back. See that? Almost gone. Right there. That's the end of the blister. From where I spent 2 hours plus shoveling this stuff out. I don't heal as fast as I used to, y'all. It didn't hurt when I done it, but her trying to make a nest and sit on that egg is just, it's the wrong time of year for them to be sitting, because the turkey's laying their egg back there, and a couple of the chickens are laying their egg back there, and then a couple of them are laying in the nesting box. It's the wrong time to be sitting on eggs, because it gets too cold and they can't keep that egg warm enough for it to hatch. And if they do, the babies aren't going to survive. It's just too cold. We haven't got into the worst part of winter yet, so I can't let them sit. But either she's going to lay another egg or what, but she raked that egg up under her like she's trying to sit. But let me pause this and go get my bucket. This is what I was talking about. This bucket's less than half, so it'll hold at least two and a half bags. But my old bucket's there. I just swapped it out with one that still had a handle and wasn't dry rotting. So I'm gonna go take this in there and try to save some of that feed. All right, so I poured it back in there. If you notice, the bottom of this has little feet on it. And those feet match up with these marks, and they kind of slide in, and it's supposed to lock on there. But you see there's some feed inside there. Let me get that out. Alright, it takes 2 hands to put this back together, but you put it on there and then you twist it and lock it in place. And you see I've got the grooves cleaned out. Used my little bitty pocket knife and did that. So it should lock on. If they do this a 3rd day, I'm going to put a screw through it so they can't move it, because wasting a week's worth, because there's only 5 chickens over here and 4 turkeys. They literally go 4 to 5 days with one full 10-pound feeder. And now I've got pretty much 20 pounds of feed dumped on the ground in 2 days. So, you know, that's almost half a bag of feed wasted. So let me get it put back together. All right, if you notice, they go up in them little grooves, and it's supposed to stay like that. I'm not going to fill it back up. I usually do that with both hands. I'll have that little feed in the bottom of it, but I'm not going to fill it back up. They've got, like I say, 15 plus pounds of feed on the ground. And, you know, chicken feed's not that expensive. I think I'm paying between $13 and $15 a 50-pound bag. But it's just the point that they are wasting it. That's 2 days in a row they've done that. So if you have this type feeder, you can take a little screw, and I mean a small screw, and put through the bottom into one of those feet, or from the top down, into one of those feet so it will not come out of the groove. And that'll prevent that from happening. But I really don't like to do that because I do need to, sometimes it gets a lot of dirt and stuff in there. And when it's empty, I'll dump it out and clean all that, you know, fine dirt and stuff out. Excuse me, I got dust all over the camera. I gotta adjust these hinges. Anyway, first time I've been out here today. It's lunchtime on Saturday. I left them out. I normally do when I'm home. So let's see what's in here. See, their feeder's about a quarter. And I've got 3 Rhode Island Reds that have been laying, or at least that's what I think. I get 3 eggs sometimes in one day. I need to knock the poop. See, I got 1 egg in there. I need to knock the poop off of these. Oh, look at there. There's 2 eggs up under the bottom back there. I've had that happen a couple times. So they were none yesterday. They were none yesterday on the ground. I do this every day. I check up under and make sure they're not laying. They usually lay the eggs out here. But I check every day to make sure there's none up under there. And yesterday, there were no eggs up under the rollaway boxes. See how dirty they get them though? So anyway, I'll be filling their feeders back up today. I'm going to bring my Sawzall down and cut this part of the roost off. Because they're roosting there and pooping in the water. And I'm just tired of cleaning it every single day from them pooping in the water while they roost. So there's 4 eggs. And it's lunchtime. The ones that's been laying the blue and the green egg lay later in the afternoon around 4. So we'll see. But I'm in here. I might as well go in and look. So y'all know these automatic waterers, these hoses are the weak point. They corrode and they rust and they'll eventually break and leak. So that water faucet's on just enough to refill there. Good Lord, let me pause this. Anyway, that water faucet's on just enough to refill their waterer. If it was the hose to break or something, it's not going to shoot wide open. It'll be a mess out here, but it won't flood the entire thing. So anyway, I bought a new hose. I need to replace it, and I'm just haven't done it yet. It's been too cold to be out here messing with water. But this pen, I basically get 2 large eggs every day. Look, there's a leaf in there. Haven't gotten any today. They lay in the middle of the day. But the older black sex links that I got from Matt are the ones, 2 of them are laying just about every day. So I get 1 or 2 large eggs from over here. Oop, I didn't push that one down all the way. And I need to clean their waterer too, so might as well do that today while it's not 30 degrees. It's in the low 40s right now. I don't know why they're back there at the gate. I mean at the fence. We'll walk back there and see what they're doing. My grandkids, my daughter kids, all of them ask me, why do they hang out back there? I don't know. I don't know what it is they like eating, but they're all on top of each other. Look, nothing. Nothing there special. Why the corner? I don't know. The scuppling vine's doing pretty well though. When this gets a little bit longer, I'm going to train it to go into this side of the fence and let it run down. But I don't know if I showed that on camera. I'm going to train that. But either way, it doesn't, I had heard it won't grab the electric wire, and it don't. But I pushed all the chicken wire fence back toward the goat fencing, and I haven't seen it poked back in like it had done. I showed y'all in a video not long ago, but this one has. This is pushed back in. I need to tighten this section up. I've got a stapler that staples rings. I may staple the wire to the goat fence so that they can't push it in and pull it up and all that good stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why they like to hang out in that corner, but they do. All right, I might as well get some work done. I didn't show y'all the feeder in here. Look, it's about a quarter or less like the other one, but this is what I was talking about. See how the feeder, they rake and throw dirt so much, they get it all in their feeder. So if they empty this thing and I come home and it's empty, then I'll take that bottom off and knock all that little bit of dirt and stuff out on the ground and then put it back on and fill it back up. So that's why I don't want to put a screw in it. But it's rare for them to knock the bottom off that thing, and I don't know how they're doing it. But I'm suspecting those big old turkeys as the ones doing it. So anyway, I'm gonna get my bucket back. See, they're like, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. Thought you were giving us food. I gave them all that scratch. But I'm gonna fill the feeders up. And I'll collect eggs later this afternoon. It's supposed to be a decent day, so. Y'all excuse me moving the camera. But either way, I'm gonna try to get a little bit done, and might get another video made later today. But I have really been thinking about buying the materials, and Japan Ham commented about needing more nesting boxes, rollaway boxes, and he's right. I probably will need more when all 35 hens are laying. Right now I've only got about 9 or 10 hens laying, and I've got, you know, basically I get at least 6 eggs every day. Now every now and then I'll have a 4-day, but pretty much every day I get 2 from the first pen, 2 from the middle pen, 2 from the last pen, and then every now and then there'll be 3 in the middle and 3 or 4 in the first one. Those are the oldest, the Easter eggers. So I know as we get closer to spring, the weather's gonna warm up and they're gonna go back into full production, and all these Rhode Island Reds should be laying then, and it'll be time for the Black Sex Links to also be laying somewhere around January, February. So I'm only a month and a half away from the Black Sex Links to start laying, and that's a good thing. But that aggravates me when they waste 20 pounds of feed in 24 hours. You know, like I said, it's not a lot of money, $5, $8, whatever it breaks down to, but it sure is aggravating having to know they're wasting all that feed, because they'll eat a bunch of it off the ground, but they're not going to eat it all. So, and the mice and everything else while they're roosting at night like to, you know, come out of the woods and get in there, and they'll eat a bunch of it, and it's just not a good thing. So guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I'm gonna get their feeders filled and go inside and get my spray bottle with bleach water in it and my brush and clean their waterers. I'm gonna get that Sawzall and cut that roost off to where they'll quit pooping into their feed or water, and try to make it a little bit better. Y'all remember what I always tell you: Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe, be prepared.